Alrighty guys, so job of the day is to get this CR125 back up and going. As you guys know, if you watched my previous videos, this bike was running and riding perfect until we changed the oil and discovered that there was barely anything in there at all. And after I filled it up with oil, it was just blowing white smoke, so we have bad crank seals. I was told to attempt to start with the right crank seal and go from there. I need a cloth. This damn thing hurts. There we go. The primary gear is actually up here, and that's kind of, you can see it up in there. That's where the oil seal is that we have to replace. Right side crank seal, so I have to drain this coolant obviously because this side cover has to come off, and we'll have to pull the Kickstarter. Check this out, guys. That kind of shows us how much oil was actually getting inside of this engine. It's going into the expansion chamber. Alright guys, so here's what we got so far. I got this power valve cover off there so we can remove that arm, because that looks like it's linking the bottom to the top, the bottom end of the motor to the top. So we're gonna have to pull that little pin out in there, if you guys can see that. I know it's dark in here, but I don't see anything else holding it on. So let's go ahead and remove that little pin and see if this thing will come off here. There she is. So let's see if this arm will just pop right out. Perfect. As it just took me way too long to do, and only because this sucker was still in there. This bottom water pump mount bolt was in there still, and I was whacking it and whacking it and whacking it, wouldn't come out. And I eventually saw this. Alright. So I think I found our problem in here. This is the oil seal. Oop, just stepped on that. This is the oil seal we're attempting to replace. Looks like it's not really seated all the way if you look down here. You can get the light up. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't really look like it's seated all the way in there, which would be the reason why oil is getting into our crankshaft. So I believe that is our suspect right there. And I already see oil behind it, if you guys can see what I'm seeing right there. So now all we have to figure out is how to get this nut off, this clutch nut, and our primary gear nut. And I think we should be good after that. We're definitely gonna need a new gasket too. I didn't really think that one through. Alright guys, so we just got our nut off. So highly recommended. Use an air gun. Came off super easy. So now we can take our hub out, our inner clutch hub and whatnot. I also got the primary gear nut off. This hose is so annoying. It's like right in the way here. So I also got this primary gear nut out. So this is why your engine will smoke like crazy and run like crap. Look at that. Should be easy to get out, hopefully. Looks like the bottom's in there, but the top is like mangled out here. Let's try to get that out now. I heard if you put a wood screw to it or something like that, but it looks like mine won't be very hard to get out. Honestly, I think it will come out with this pick tool here. Yep. So I mean, it doesn't look like it's in terrible shape. It doesn't look like it was chewed up or anything. But it wasn't seated in there properly, so that will be a reason. So we can see the oil even behind it. It was probably getting into our crankshaft there. So I guess it's time to press the new one in. Alrighty guys, so I'm going to attempt to put this new crank seal in here. This is the new one, and here's our old one. They're kind of like a different design almost. So I know this side goes up, or I mean it goes out, excuse me. New and installed crank seal. Looking a lot better than the old one. So it's flush with this surface here. So it's time for some reinstallation. Now there's a washer that was on the back of this that I just installed. Give her a little bit of assembly lube also. Okay. Nice and smooth. Washer. Lock nut. Or lock washer, I should say. Lock. But it looks like our piston's fairly new in there. Cleaned up everything in here, cleaned up the power valve assembly for the most part. Gotta get down in there a little bit more. And gotta torque these nuts down, put our clutch plates in, put our side cover on. And yeah, should be on our way. Alrighty guys, we got our side cover back on. Super self-explanatory. Now we just gotta find out where all these bolts go. Alrighty guys, so here's the bike. We got everything back together. We got we got all these side cases back on. I polished the two side covers. They look gorgeous. Oh. Give the bike a little flavor. So basically this primary gear was loose. I remembered I didn't tighten it after had already put the side case on and stuff, so I had to pull it back off, do all that again. And then what did I do? I put the clutch fibers in, polished this thing, threw that on, put coolant in it, put oil in it, put the expansion chamber back on, the radiator hoses, just simple stuff that took me a little bit of time, but actually a fairly easy job. And I just tested it out and everything's working perfectly. It would barely run before, and like I said, it was blowing white smoke. I'm not going to start up for long because we're in here in the garage here, but guys, so here are the shrouds that we're going to put on. I want to get some graphics first before we go ahead and put those on, so those are going to have to hold off, but I do want to put on, we actually took this front fender off of the CR125, so we put that 2020 style on it, so I'm going to use this one, it's still in good shape, and the matching number plate there, so did not mean to throw that. I think this will look way better than just those flat old front looking fender. So let me get this in and I'll update you guys. Alrighty guys, look at that. That front fender makes this thing look actually very nice. I'm quite impressed with the way it's turning out. I love the polished up side covers there. I think she's going to be looking beautiful when we get these. I'm going to have to order up some graphics right now. Gonna try to go to the cheaper route. Hopefully we can get some for like 50 bucks or 30 bucks, something like that. Usually Rocky Mountain has some, but I didn't see any on there, so have to turn to eBay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was informative for someone who's trying to change their crank seals on their own bike. And catch you guys in the next one.